Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Paul Coste today at the 27th January 2023, here together with the first step of the team of CCFI-Finance with Adrian Niculescu as our Chief Marketing Officer, and on the right side, Jeffery Dap from the Benelux, with Dominique Gawenda from Germany in the DACH region, and of course, medialux superstar Steven Wagner today as our technician as part of CCFI-Finance, which is a DeFi token. And Adrian, today we want with this ice-breaking call to bring a little bit light into what are we doing in CCFI-Finance, why is it so important for 2023 in respect of decentralization. And I pass the word to you for the short 15 to 20 minutes overfly, zoom into what are we doing here today.
You said it right that it's an icebreaker call. So hello, everybody. In November, I celebrated 6 years in Web3, and Web3 as a space is becoming bigger and bigger. And having a history in this space and gaining a lot of experience in projects, being core team member, being an investor, being an advisor in more than 15 projects. One of the things I observed is that we are very early in the decentralization, because until now, decentralization was more like marketing work, so the real decentralization is an utopia right now. It's used in pitch decks, is used in white paper. Everybody talks about it, but it is not here really. We are in the very, very early beginnings, and the idea behind CCFI Token, which is a CCFI-Finance token, is to become a real decentralized project. And not only that, it was built on Binance Smart Chain, and it has ready and few in production, in total 18 bridges to other blockchains. So basically, any holder of CCFI tokens would be able from a very intuitive platform to move the tokens with very low cost between the blockchains. So it will be a cross-chain, multi-chain project. And besides that, to become a highly traded digital asset with a very active and loyal community of traders, and also having the usual known features like staking, farming, of course, but having in mind the fact that as an ecosystem, and based on the number of tokens this project have, not to burn the tokens, because burning the tokens to increase the value is so 2018, but to use some of the funds in the total supply to increase the value based on partnerships with other blockchains. So the first partnership of this project, which was started at the beginning of August 2021 was with nulls, where is allocated 5% of the supply, and stakers of nulls. Nulls, by the way, is a very powerful project which was started in 2017, passed the test of time, is building all the time, has a large community of users, very loyal users, and they have this program called SEO, where their users can stake nulls and receive rewards in tokens from other projects. And CCFI entered into this partnership pretty early in this program, and it's actually the first partnership with another blockchain, and many partnerships like that will appear over time, and we want to use the tokens which may be burned by other projects for such an opportunities, which will help CCFI as a project to pass the test of time, so not to be a one-time shot. We are working here, so in 5 years from now, this project to be on the market, to be an established one, So we are not working here for this project to disappear in 3 to 6 months. No, we have as a team, as individuals, we have a totally different mindset. We are builders, this is how we are. We are not, let's say, hype marketers. We are builders. And of course, we use marketing, we use PR, we use the communication, but we leave the hype outside the door, it's not for us. So we are in the process now of building the community. The project is in pre-sale phase. It will be live on 1 to 3 exchanges end of March, beginning of April. And we are in full developing working mode with the project. We'll have also, and Paul probably will tell you more about that, we'll have an app. Is almost ready to be deployed on Google Play, and we extend it to the other devices. So it's building. It's time to build somehow is the mantra of this period, but we are building anyway, even if the market is in a bull run, or if it's in bear, we are building. So we do more or less the same things, doesn't matter the stage of the market.
Perfect. So let's resume a little bit for those who don't know or who are new to the DeFi world. You said that we've built and you've participated within the last 6 to 10 years in this new blockchain sphere. And of course, as you very well said, the DeFi world and the decentralized alternative finance world, where protocols run on smart contracts and generate ethical income or generate natural demand on your token, are in a very early stage. We have been developing, and I know you now for quite some time. We have seen the entire market, and I'm quite happy and I'm proud to be part of Cloudcoin Finance, which is building, as you're saying, and integrating towards a decentralized peer-to-peer world, which we are going to see, of course, 2023. But you said initially in 5 years this project, and I want to make very clear, because at the end you said it, but I don't want to create confusion. We are, since the 25th of January, since 2 days, in a limited pre-sale environment before listing to the exchange in the first week of April, which gives us the comfort to be now using, after the pre-sale is finished, of course, this token as we use today any other payment system. And yes, you spoke about the trading incentives and our big global existing trading community, which likes, of course, to chase any good trade. And here we're building an asset which is communicating already with 18 blockchains so far through our partnerships and the integrations we have. But as you well said, we just started the 2023. We are going to announce not just our own application, which is at present an alpha version, a normal centralized application, but yes, we are in working progress to extend it to the decentralized world. It's going to have a lot of features, as you said. And what's very important, maybe we can jump on the webpage to show the people what the team has done within the last weeks to upgrade the information to make for the new people, for those who don't know DeFi, how to use algorithms, how to use this entire new technology, Adrian. And if we look back, we are coming from the Internet 1 world, where in the 80s and the 90s, we used Atari, Amiga 500 and Commodore 64. Then came the mobile phone world, and everybody has had a mobile phone, and now everybody's playing. Now we are going towards the step to have a DeFi protocol, a smart contract, which I can fill in, and it can start producing for me value on different, let's say, spectrums, value financially, value through access to the real class information, which I need in order to sustainably use this technology. But value, of course, also in my private life through the meetings at the hubs. And I want to point out that between March, you are a very respected international keynote speaker. Between March and October this year, there are actually 6 events, all in Europe, organized, I think in Romania, are they all, where we will not just see CCFI token, where we'll have the chance also to use it as a tradable asset, and of course to multiply with it a lot of other worthwhile assets. Tell us a little bit something about the investment trust, about Tomorrow Earth Capital, about the scene of VC, and let's show the audience why CCFI token is not just a DeFi token as any other DeFi token. The team today here with us is an experimented team. They have some experiences, one of them more, one of them less, in the entire crypto world. And I give now the word to you. What's Tomorrow Earth Capital? What is the plan for Tomorrow Earth Capital? And give us a little bit around about there before we jump into the site to show the people that we have the first 5 languages already activated in the website with Spanish, Arabic, German, of course, and Romanian, and are going to put the other languages and other informations as soon as possible into it.
Basically, in November, after looking at what happened last year with so many platforms collapsing, I had few aha moments, because I'm looking at the market to understand the paradigm, to understand the directions, to understand the trends, and I realized for 100th time maybe that the most important thing is the team behind any project. This is the most important.
Yes.
In my strategy as an investor, and in the Web3 world, most of the digital assets are utility tokens, and they are not securities, So the people who are buying, let's say, coins or tokens, even if this is the slang of the industry, they call themselves investors. They are not investors. They are backers of that project, you can say. So in my strategy as a VC, as an investor, I'm looking all the time at 3 things when analyzing a project. This was my strategy from the start. I learned about it from other people who are smarter than me, and became like my mantra for looking at investments and at the market. So I'm always looking at 3 things. I'm looking at the team behind the project. what they did previously, the track record. Of course, nobody's perfect. As an entrepreneur, you have a lot of failures, but I'm looking even at psychological profile to understand some things. And the basic rule is that if a team is good, if people are resilient, if people are persistent, even if the project they are building will hit some roadblocks, they will find ways to overcome these roadblocks. If the team is weak, the project has very few chances of succeeding, because to succeed in a market as a startup, you need to be better than 90 to 95% of the market, because the rate of failure is pretty big. The second thing I'm looking is if there is any innovation, technical innovation in that project, or business model innovation. So not to be just a copycat, to be an innovating something, to do something different, because the tech space is driven by innovation. It's not driven by copycats. And the third is the potential of mass adoption, which is very, very important for a project. Still, after so many years of Bitcoin, this is something I'm repeating. Usually, I don't. When I speak in three places or for three, when I have, let's say, three speaking opportunities, I don't say the same things. I'm repeating from time to time few ideas. This is one of the ideas. After so many years of Bitcoin, still, you can't go with your Bitcoin wallet to buy groceries at Tesco. You can do it if you have, let's say, a Binance account, you have a Visa card connected to your Binance account. Of course, there are other platforms having cards, but you can only do this for now, like everywhere, if you have such a card. By the way, the only place this card didn't work is in Lidl, the Romanian stores in Lidl. It doesn't work. It works everywhere else. There were two places where it didn't work. So it's a huge opportunity at the intersection between the classical financial world and the new decentralized financial world, which is driven by Web3. I never said like, okay, the banks are bad or this is better than banking. There are two worlds. They will live one near each other. Some people will choose the first. Some people will choose the second. Some people will choose both. There is a company in Romania called MobExpert, and they have this advertising tagline, like it's so good that we are different. We like different things, And variety is one of our basic human needs. So coming back to November, I had an aha moment, and I said it's time to start a venture capital ecosystem. I call it Tomorrowverse. So it's about the startups of tomorrow, and it has a very simple mantra: people before startups, and has few components in different stages of development: equity, VC funds, a token, a regulated token fund, incubator will be 4 cohorts in 2023, a venture studio, and events for investors. And actually, we can say that CCFI Token is the first incubated project of the Tomorrowverse capital ecosystem. We can say that. And we look at it from this builder perspective. Mm-hmm. I'm a sales, marketing, and business development person. So when I'm looking at, let's say, when I'm looking at the white paper, for example, for me, white paper is just the start of the conversation. I'm always looking at what's beyond the white paper, because usually the white papers, they are like detergent advertisements, so they say they are advertising materials, so these are very good, right? but they are conversation starters. Because I'm always wanted to see, okay, who are the people behind the project? You know, what they're building, what they've built in the past, what resources they have, what resources they gather.
So
yes, because this Web3 world, it has to be more secure for the people who are involving in it. I'm talking about people having jobs in projects, people testing with their own money different directions. You know, it's an industry in the process of being regulated, which is great.
Yes,
because I believe that the entrepreneurship is building the new world, is building the future, right? So when you are an entrepreneur, when you are building, automatically, and this is how things should be done, you know, the projects, they create work opportunities, they create income opportunities, they create taxes, they create a lot of things, you know, which are good, should be good. So this is the perspective I'm looking at. Mm-hmm. And we are gathering actually our experience built in the past, our things and opportunities we see in the market to build something in a blue ocean, which is having a life of its own, and to build something sustainable, which will be here for years. Doesn't matter if the market will be up or down, because we can't control that. We can only control what we are doing in this space, in this market. No?
Okay, let me jump here. We can control that. That was good, because actually everybody says the price needs to go up or down, and we in Cloudcoin Finance, we understand volatility. Some people may laugh, but we love volatility. If the price goes up and down, that means that if I know to use technology and all the types of technology, I mean it really, grid bots and everything that exists, you can make profits. Doesn't matter if the price goes up and down. We in Cloudcoin Finance, as you well said, we are building an existing token on the Binance Smart Chain, which is interoperating with already through the bridges with 18 different blockchains. Before we come to the end and invite the people to a deeper tech call, which we will definitely organize with you, Adrian, tell us a little bit, very, very short, about the Sablier app, what it does, why it's so important, because you don't need to trust us as human. We are trusting technology, and being part of DeFi and of CCFI Token, where we use existing infrastructure and are going to evolve 2023 with a real peer-to-peer open source technology, which is coming, and other technologies are on the edge to exactly enter the market. Tell us why it's important for the people to have this token in their own wallet, which they can get instantly and they can make use of it. And why they should be part of this or participating in the sustaining of this pre-sale and everything we are putting here in a very, very fast manner together and approaching the market.
You have touched Sablier subject. The Sablier is a project started in Romania. It's a Romanian project, and is replacing recurring payments in the real world. If you look around, if you look at Netflix, if you look at mobile telephony, the emailing for businesses from Google, everybody wants a subscription from you, right? So you pay a subscription for everything. Even I saw that BMW wants you, if you buy a new BMW, you need to pay a subscription if you want to have heated seats. This is too much, if you ask me, but this is the trend. Very soon we will probably pay a subscription to breathe or something. I'm joking, of course. And what Sablier is doing in the DeFi world is replacing the subscription. So basically, we are using Sablier for vesting. So for somebody who is buying a certain quantity of tokens above 10,000, the difference between the quantity they purchase and 10,000, which are sent immediately to their MetaMask or Trust wallet, is vested over a period of time, meaning that that amount is like an escrow on Sublier, and they are vested a certain portion of the tokens every second. So basically, once a certain quantity is vested, you can withdraw to your wallet. You can do it daily if you want to. You can do it weekly or monthly. And if you own CCFI tokens, you can do the same with anybody. If you want to send somebody, let's say, 10,000 CCFIs in 1 year, you can use Sublier. It's very simple. You go to I believe is appsublier.com. I believe is the link.
Yeah, I showed it in the.
Okay. You connect your wallet. CCFI is integrated there on Binance Smart Chain, and you can see that is joining a list of integrated, pretty powerful and popular assets, digital assets in this space, which is a very good positioning from the start, having in mind how big are those assets right now in the market and how small is CCFI for now. You can put the destination wallet, the period you want that amount to be vested, and you press create a stream, and the recipient has to click a link to connect their MetaMask and Trust wallet and to withdraw anytime they want the vested number of tokens, which is pretty cool. Even the founder of Ethereum had a tweet saying that finally somebody implemented were a lot of discussions about recurring payments in DeFi. And actually, the founder of Ethereum congratulated Sublier for actually implementing this, which is so cool.
So it's it's a payment gateway which gives us non-techies, let's say, or the people who have no experience towards technology, to use something like an escrow service on a DeFi protocol to get paid, and don't need to trust, let's say, the project itself, because you put your own assets in this protocol and you get instantly starting to receive your assets and your smart contract rewards. Is this right?
And it's so cool. It's being a Star Wars fan. This is a Jedi tool.
This is
Jedi
the Jedi
tool
tool
in the DeFi. Yes.
It's
totally
exactly
a
like
Jedi tool.
So it's a Jedi tool. Is exactly like the Nules platform with the entire SEO program with the gaming and what they do. But we will do a later call, really a technical one, where we go also into these partnerships and in these use cases. Adrian, why should I need to have and be participating now in this pre-sale? And what are the steps before we close this, to don't get too long? What the people who say, okay, that looks cool, I want to meet the team, I want to support this project, I want to maybe be part and get into a partnership, what do the people have to do besides going onto the website? What is the next step? What comes? And yeah, this is what I would like to ask you before I let you go.
Basically, they can join the Telegram group, or they can go to CCFI.com. Depending on the area they are logging from, will appear the site either in English or in German or in Spanish or in Arabic or in Romanian, right? So they can find the specific post about the pre-sale, and there they have the opportunity to join. They will see the wallets they can contribute to and the stages of the pre-sale.
Perfect.
We are entrepreneurs and we are builders, and this project wants to attract especially like like-minded users, people that know how complex is the project of building a startup, because this is a technical startup in the DeFi space. Users joining the vision, seeing what's possible, and of course as part of their portfolio, because I'm saying all the time, it doesn't matter how good looks a project. Don't put your bet on one project, because there are many
Never
things
put your eggs
which you
in
can't
one
control.
basket.
Yes, we are not making promises on returns. We are making promises about our effort in developing this project and making it a successful one. And as a result, when the project is successful, other things related to that project become successful, the token and other things, these are results.
Perfect.
So the things we can control right now, and of course we want users to see those things and to align with the vision of this project, is we are doing everything we can by attracting resources, partnerships, because you can't do things alone, right? Look at only these partnerships, the one with Nulls, the integration to Sablier. We are part of an ecosystem with other people which are building, there are intersections between our work and their work. And it's very important, I believe, for anybody to be part of this new world, because there will be so many new jobs here, new income opportunities, new business opportunities, which you can see and you can benefit from only if you are part of this world, And one of the areas to be part in this world is to buy some NFTs, to buy some tokens, to test wallets, to have accounts on centralized exchanges, to be on decentralized exchanges, to read a lot, to write something, to contribute, to be in Telegram groups, to be in Discord groups, to be in Twitter spaces, and so on. It's learning. It's a learning curve. You can't avoid that, but it will be very rewarding long term. So it's more about the journey than the result. And by upgrading your knowledge, you will become more savvy. You will understand who are the good players, who are the bad players, because the market not being regulated, also the bad players are here. And I don't say about anybody, okay, this is a good player or a bad player, but you always have to look at the results and at the paradigms, and you will understand some things. As I said, I'm only judging my work, this is a principle of mine. I'm not saying these guys are good, these guys are bad, but it's a new world which is building. We are at the beginning of the edge of this new era, and we are building in blue ocean. So the journey will be very, very, very interesting.
And we all here committed, and this is the point where we are 1-2 minutes before the end. We are committed to be part of Cloudcoin Finance. Me, myself, I'm actually since the beginning part of it. We just didn't enter the market with it because our aim was to support decentralized technologies. But I have today Steven Wagner here from Germany and medialux. And it's very, very nice that we are now, since few days, also in the German area speaking, Austria, Germany, and Switzerland. Steven Wagner and medialux is a very well-known team in this area, supported numerous projects. And here, of course, through the partnership with Coste.com, they said immediately, Paul, if you are in there, we go in. So Steven, hello to Germany. Hello to the Benelux with Jeffery Dap and Patrick Gawenda, our tech guys, with Dominique from the back. We will keep it in English, and we say hello to these countries. We will extend, of course, to Asia, to the African countries, and the Latin American part of America, and the North American part. Let's close it here for today. To don't be so long, and let's invite our audience into the German groups, into the different language speaking groups on Telegram and social media, which you can access through the CCFI-Token.com. And maybe you give us a last word before we say goodbye, and see us within the next detailed call about the tokenomics, about what's going on, and how we can support with our content, with our presence, this token of us, which it's a very nice one to have, and to be possible to trade it, as you said.
We wanted to do like a 15 minutes call, but I believe it's more than 30 minutes. I don't know, yes, after editing it, how long will be the output, but we could speak for days. So
yes.
This is our world. So the project will be very visible, especially at the conferences we are organizing in Romania this year. Will be very visible in the UAE blockchain ecosystem. And a lot of partnerships are in discussion, which will we want to bring value to the ecosystem. So first we are thinking about, okay, what we can put in, because in blockchain you see many people saying, okay, what's in it for me, what I get out of it. We are focusing on our input, to find a place in the ecosystem, how we can make things easier, how we can contribute to the ecosystem in the building mode. And this is our focus for now. And if you see this video, I believe around it you will see the links to join the Telegram, to follow on LinkedIn, on Twitter, and all the other channels, to stay in the loop. And of course, I believe now
and
we
to talk
also
to
have
us.
Yes. If you don't have yet any CCFI, get in touch with us, so you will get during the pre-sale for every wallet getting in touch with us. For every user having a MetaMask or Trust wallet, you will get 100 CCFI as a neck drop, no strings attached. You can follow the channels and to be with the skin in the game and part of the CCFI family. Thank you very much, and let's get back to work, right?
Thank you a lot. Let's be the closing words. See you in the next call, and don't forget to smash the like button, to subscribe to this channel and to all of our channels, also of those of the team members. In the description you find, of course, important information and useful information. Thank you and goodbye. This is Paul Coste of CCFI-Token.com.
Bye. Thank you.